What's going on, guys? It's your boy Glide here. I hope you guys enjoyed that montage of a lot of the anime games that I knew of or that I played this year. A lot of you guys may not have known a lot of those games actually came out. Maybe you guys only had your eyes set on some of the more popular anime games that were dropping, but those are all the ones that I knew of and some other ones. But there was a lot of games that came out this year. So I decided to make a top 5 list for you guys. And these are all games that I've actually played. These are not games that I just put in a list because they look cool and I never bought them. These are games that I actually played. I've actually given some playing time. I liked what I saw compared to all the other games I may have gotten. This is just my opinion. This is what I like. So if you get mad that your game is not on the list or not in the top 3, top 2, or the number 1 on the list, don't be mad. This is my opinion. I want you guys to remember that. So, without further ado, here's my intro.
Let the anger built up inside you flow freely.
I know what a lot of you guys are thinking right now. Why in the is a mobile game in your top 5 list? Well, hear me out. This is my opinion. Like I said, this is my opinion. When I first heard this game was coming out, I was so hyped. Why did I pre-register? I wanted to make sure I was the first one to get this game when it dropped. I turned on notifications. I followed the Twitter account, Instagram account. You might think I was crazy, but I was really hyped for this game because I had played games like Dokkan Battle, which is another Dragon Ball app game. And a lot of you guys that have played it know that when you press something, you're kind of just seeing like animated pictures fight, but it just wasn't right. But when this game came out, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it. And I still think it is pretty good. When this first dropped, I played this game so much. I played through all the beginning content when it first came out, and I made myself bored because I played through everything. But I recently got back into it, and I'll be playing it more than what I used to. It's a lot of catching up to do, but this I think this deserved to be in my top 5 because I was a freaking fiend for this game when it came out. Next game on my list is Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. This game was sort of a sleeper. Well, it was a sleeper because I didn't hear anybody talking about it on Twitter, Instagram. I mean, I saw Bandai's occasional posts about the game, and that's the only reason I knew about the game, honestly. And a lot of people didn't want to get the game because it was based off of the second season of Sword Art Online, which was Gun Gale Online, and it kind of steered away from what the first season was all about, and that's why the second season is so hated and a lot of people don't like Sword Art Online anymore. But in my opinion, I still enjoyed it. I just didn't think of it as a part of the first mainline story. But yeah, in the game, I would be lying if I said I didn't like it. That's why it's number 4 on my list. I like the grinding aspect of it. I liked getting stronger weapons from enemies dropping their weapons. I liked upgrading your armor and customization options that opened up at the farther you went into the game. But at the same time, the grinding did kind of get repetitive near the end of the game. I didn't finish the game just because of that. I was like, I have too many other things I got to worry about, and there's other games that I want to play, and I can't put too much time in this game. But my biggest concern about the game was, or my problem with the game was that a lot of the things that should have been in the game didn't come out until DLC, and I can say that about another game coming up pretty soon. But yeah, they didn't release a lot of stuff that should have already been in the game that was in the anime that you would think that was in the game, but that didn't come out to the DLC, so I was kind of mad. And co-op missions were more of like you team up to do boss fights, but not actually go in the open world with your friends, and that's what I thought was going to be in the game when it dropped, but it wasn't. So yeah. Ninokuni 2 Revenant Kingdom is number 3 on my list. This game was another sleeper. It's underrated. This game did not get the props that it deserved. This was the best story in an anime game that I played this year, hands down. Played it all the way through, beat the story mode. I loved every second of it. There was a few parts of the gameplay that I didn't like the traveling system was a little weird. You kind of moved around as a chibi to get around. That was probably the worst thing about the game. But other than that, the gameplay was amazing. They have a whole building your kingdom system that you'll put hours and hours into, build different things that will unlock more items and weapons that you can use when you're fighting. It was a lot into the game, and I just think this game should have got a lot more recognition than it did. When this game goes on sale, I don't know, maybe $15, $10, I think everybody should give this game a try. Now, there's a lot of bad things I can say about this game, but I'm not going to, because I have 2 or 3 other videos letting you guys know my opinion on this game. But there's also a lot of good things that this game has done and has done for me. One thing being that this game was different. This game was way different than previous Naruto games, which was Storm for like 5-6 years back to back to back to back to back. And the Naruto franchise, or Naruto video games in general, just needed something new, and Bandai, they brought it. They brought it, and I'm so happy that they created a game like this, because this is just stepping stones into another game like this. You can say that Xenoverse 2 started the whole create a character and do like team battles kind of thing, but Shinobi Striker was the first one to do team battles with objective-based game modes in anime games. And I hope they continue to build on top of this, whether it's another Naruto game like this or another anime game that does this exact same thing, but they actually learn from the mistakes and they build on what was good about the game. I also can say I love this game because this game helped me meet a lot of new people, a lot of cool people. I was never really a part of the anime gaming community before this game had came out. I believe I've stated that maybe two or three times before on a Shinobi Striker video way back when, but yeah, I met a lot of cool people off of this game, and I love it. I know that's nothing to do with actual gameplay, but this game did do a lot for me other than just it being a game that I play every once in a while. But yeah, that's really why this game is my number 2. I know this is probably a lot of people's number 1s, but this is my number 2. And like I said, I'm not going to say anything bad about it because I have other videos on that. So if you want to see that, I'll link them down below. I'll put a card in the top right corner of the screen you guys can click on. Hope you guys aren't too mad for this being positioned where it is. I gave my explanation on why this game was my number 2 of 2018.
This will be your grave!
A lot of you guys probably could tell this was going to be my number 1 anime game of 2018 from the get-go. I don't care what anybody says, this game was the most polished, well done game of 2018. It had no problems. I would say at the very beginning it maybe had like minor connection issues, but other than that, the game runs smooth. A lot of people did not like this game. Dragon Ball, a lot of Dragon Ball fans didn't like it, and I understand. I was one of those people that were iffy about the game when it was first announced, and I thought it was gonna flop. I really did think it was gonna flop. But once the beta came out, it changed my mind. I love the game. I suck at fighters that are more serious, like Street Fighter, Tekken, stuff like that. I actually suck at games like that. But I made it my mission to be good at this game just because of how much I love Dragon Ball. And I think it was pretty cool that they decided to go a different direction. Just like how Naruto came out with something completely different from their norm, Dragon Ball did the same thing with fighters. And I always love when there's change and there's something different. It's not the same thing every single year. That's one thing I liked about the game. I would say probably the worst thing about the game was the story mode, and that was just the fact that because it got repetitive, you fought the same character zombies over and over and over again. But what made it fresh and what made me actually want to keep playing was the fact that you could pair up different characters that would normally never be together in the actual anime, and they would give dialogue that you've always wanted them to say. Like I paired up Goku, Gohan, and Cell, and I was cracking up laughing because basically Goku teamed up with Cell to basically say that Gohan was trash now. Like I was laughing at that, and I always wanted to see what Perfect Cell would say if he saw Gohan when he was older. And I got that. And there's a lot of other situations and pairings of characters you can do that with in the story. Oh man. I will say that now all you're gonna, if you're wanting to get into Dragon Ball FighterZ now, you would have to do a lot of practicing. But yeah, I love this game. I don't care what anybody says. This is my number one. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What are your top 5 games, top 10, whatever? Did my list basically compare to yours, or was it completely different from what you would choose in your list? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that sub button for me. I will have more content coming soon. And that's it. This list would have been completely different if One Piece World Seeker and Code Vein had dropped this year. I feel like those probably would have been in my top 5, but I will be seeing those next year. And then Jump Force straight out the gate next year is going to be crazy, so I can't wait for that. Now I'm done now. I'm completely done. So you guys have a nice day, nice night, whenever you're watching this. I'm out.